Hey guys, so today's video is showing you my favourites over the past 3 months. I was obsessed, completely obsessed with some of these products. So these I've been using consistently. So let's get into the video. Okay, so the first product is a product I bought in Sephora in Malaysia months ago. And this is the CoverFX Mattifying Primer with Anti-Acne treatment. I'm not even sure if you can get this anymore. I feel like there's a mattifying one, but it's not anti-acne treatment. So I don't know if they're the same. There we go. So it doesn't look like much of a primer. Smooths into the pores quite nicely. It's not super pore filling and it's not super long wearing. What this does is it keeps my oils at bay. I swear this thing is like magic. There's not many primers that really keep my oils from coming up. The Rimmel Lasting Radiance foundation. I did a full Rimmel video where I tried out every single Rimmel foundation I could get my hands on. This is one of their newest. It is definitely a medium coverage foundation. The shade we're talking about. Obviously it looks wet because it's wet. This has been one of my absolute go-to foundations. I find that this gives you a very radiant look without making you feel oily or greasy. Someone with oily skin who wants to look more youthful and radiant. Hello. I have this in 10 Light Porcelain, by the way. This is definitely that foundation. Highly recommend, and it's super affordable. This is the Wet n Wild Photofocus setting powder. Mine is in Warm Light. I don't particularly use this to set my face. What I use this for is a light powder foundation when I just can't be asked to put foundation on. It's not even meant to be a powder foundation. It doesn't give you much coverage. It just evens out your skin. And it's super seamless as well, like very creamy feeling. A swatch is not going to do this justice. It's super affordable as well. I just want a nice setting powder that's really silky. The Wet n Wild Photofocus pressed powder. And they come in a bunch of shades too. I actually used to use dark cocoa bronzer because it's so silky. Next is my contour. Since my Catrice haul, this is the Shape in a Box contouring palette. I think it only comes in one shade, which is pretty sucky. It has a really nice ashy cool tone shade, this like kind of banana yellow, but it's not really banana, it's more like kind of skin toned, and then this white shade. These are so smooth. You are not going to be able to tell on camera. The ashy tone and the white tone are so close to hitting pan, it is ridiculous. This is the perfect contour shade for me. It's so smooth. It's just like 1, 2, 3, done, so well blended. And these two, I love these under my eyes. Oh, I've actually broken this. These are so smooth under the eyes. The white is so brightening in the inner part of your eye. If you have a lot of darkness, and obviously you're light skinned like I am, pigmented. This palette is so affordable. I love this. So when I wasn't using that, I was using this. I actually bought a couple more Z palettes because I bought a ton of new Colourpop blushes and highlighters, which will probably end up being in my next favourites. These are the ones I started with. I have 2 bronzers, a blush and a highlight. These are all super smooth, super blendable. They're not so pigmented that when you dip your brush in and start blending, you're like, how am I gonna blend that out? It's nothing like that. They're super smooth, really nice. The deepest one, which I use as a bronzer, this is more true to colour. This is in Private Party. This is definitely obviously a contour shade. This is in Spectacle. This is a nice warm peachy blush, which I was obsessed with. It was so pretty. I would just use all of these shades together because they're so gorgeous and so suited to my skin type. Then this is the shade Here Kitty Kitty, and it's very sheeny. It's not shimmery or glittery. It's not even very metallic. It's just a very nice wash of sheen. This would easily be my go-to Z palette. So these are both of the bronzers. This is the warm tone, cool tone, which is Private Party, Spectacle. This is a small swatch. This blush is called Excuse My French. So cute. And then this is the highlighter I was talking about. It's not super metallic. It's just really pretty. If you are my skin tone and you like these shades, They're so affordable. This Essence Matte Touch Blush in Blossom Me Up. Now, if you've been here for any length of time, you will already know that the Essence Matte Touch blushes are some of my favourite blushes, and they're so affordable. They're about £2. This one in Blossom Me Up is just like a really nice pinky-ish nude without being super, super pink, and is so creamy. I even put in my finger in it, which I don't normally do because why would I need to? This is the shade here. It's so smooth. It's so finely milled, I think, that it's just so, so smooth. Again, they're nicely pigmented without being super, super pigmented. I don't know why I didn't pick this up before. It's so, so pretty. Never understood clicky up concealers. Like where you twist them and it goes tick, 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 tick. Never understood it. Why don't we just have a doe foot? This is the L'Oreal True Match. So I liked the idea of an illuminating concealer, but the colour, again, it's one of those concealers that it just looks really flawless. The only problem I have with this, which I didn't have the same problem with the concealer I think I mentioned in my last favourites, which was the More Than concealer. I love that concealer. Is that this kind of feels like it burns under my eyes. I don't know if it's the illumination. I don't know. I don't know what it is. I love the finish of this. Once it's blended out, after a couple of minutes, I don't feel it at all. But do I want to put my skin through that when the More Than concealer I don't have that issue with? Probably not. So if you like illuminating concealers, it is a favourite, but it's also a kind of like use at your own risk. Okay, I'm totally probably cheating with this because I've only been using this for maybe 2 to 3 weeks, but it has been actually a lifesaver. I'm so dramatic. I don't know what happened when I haven't even hit 30 yet. In the mornings, I have like dry under eyes and drier skin. And even on my nose has started to get dry as well, and I don't know what happened. This Xalin Night Lubricating Treatment. Now I put this on in the morning. I don't wait till night because I will just forget. Put this on. It is just a lot of lubricating oils that sounds so bad. Rehydrate the area and makes it a lot smoother for when I put foundation on. Really, really has been a lifesaver. I just want to mention these 2 brow gels really quickly because it's probably boring. I normally use Colourpop brow buffs, the pencil and the brow gel, but I've been testing a couple of brow gels recently and I love these. And this is the Milk Kush brow gel. I was going to try out a ton of Milk makeup, and the foundation and concealer wear test, like the whole video just looked awful and had to scrap the whole thing. But this thing, I have to mention this. This is so damn good. This is in the shade Grind. I probably picked one a bit too dark for me, I will be honest. But the brush on this, so small that you can get really precise in your brows, and it's such a pigmented gel. This is the Catrice Brow Idol Sport Proof Mascara. Yeah, Sport Proof Mascara. Got mine in the shade Medium Brown, probably a little bit light. The other one's too dark, this one's too light, it's like Goldilocks. So you can see here this one's a lot lighter. The brush is a little bit bigger, but get quite precise with it. This will hold your brows in place all day. Something so affordable. This is actually completely taken over my affordable favourite, the Essence equivalent of this. Now we are getting into the eye makeup. I was looking through my eyeshadow palettes and I couldn't find an eyeshadow palette I loved a couple of months. I've been jumping across some of my old favourites, but nothing that you guys haven't seen before. However, I only just ordered this Snoozy palette today. So it is incredible. These eyeshadows are by JD Cosmetics. First of all, the eyeshadow pans themselves are like 3 times bigger than most eyeshadow pans. But these are stunning. Just as pigmented as all of the others. So smooth, easy to blend. This is the brightest inner corner you will ever find in your life. That's so pretty. There are so many eyeshadow palettes I have that do not impress me as much as these eyeshadows. I know this is a weird one, but I actually really liked this Catrice Rock Couture Vinyl Black Liquid Liner. I love matte liners, don't get me wrong, they're still some of my favourite liners like the Balm Schwing. I love that liner. I'm not one of those people that cannot wear shiny liners. Let's be honest, I only bought this because of the studded top. It's very like rock and roll and I love that. This is just a nice liner. There's nothing super amazing about this. Line the top of your lids. I don't ever do wings with liners like this because I'm terrible at those. But if you just want to quickly line the top of your eyes with a nice thin line and you don't mind if it's a little bit shiny, like if that doesn't bother you, I think this is a nice liquid liner to have. I pick it up over a lot of my other liquid liners. I don't know if that's because it's a fresher one than a lot of my other ones. I probably need to throw a lot of my other ones away. I'm trying to find a place to like recycle in a better way my makeup. But the point is I do really like this liner, and while I've been talking, this has been drying a little bit shiny. Nice and pigmented, that is. It's just a nice pigmented liner. So sorry, we've probably been here for so long. These 3 eyeliners, I just want to go through these really quickly because I like them all for the same reason and they're all different price points. But this is by Pérsona. This is the 24-hour waterproof liner. This is in the shade brown. This gold one, oh, it's so pretty, is by Anastasia. This is the metallic luster liner in liquid gold. And this one I had to get off eBay because I don't think they sell it anymore, which is so sad. But it's so pretty. I saw an old video of Tati using this and I was obsessed. This is the Maybelline Lasting Drama Waterproof Gel Eyeliner in Striking Copper. Let me just do a couple of swatches. This is one of my favourite brown liners. It's really smooth, like glides on so easy. Like this gold liner I've been putting underneath my eye, really striking, almost champagne more than gold, honestly. This Striking Copper, I don't have a shade like this. I have like a couple of copperish bronzy shades, but nothing this orange. Like this, if you're doing a warm eye and you want something smudged under your lower lash line, this is just stunning. Like, look how shiny those are. I wouldn't normally go for shiny liners, but I don't know, there's something about these that, like I said, under the lower lash line, whether it's the front or the back or something, it's just gorgeous. I even put this sometimes in my inner corner just to have like more of a golden effect. Like I said, this is super like intense brown liner for your waterline or even to smudge on the upper lash line or lower lash line. Just really smooth and amazing. I have been testing out quite a few mascaras. Have I talked about this before? I've been reusing this Nars Climax mascara so much. It's the mascara I'm wearing today. Coat your lashes in this for so long to make them nice and full. I just did a quick 1-2 and I was like, that was it. I just couldn't be asked today, okay? But this is a super full and fluffy, sort of natural bristled mascara brush, which is my favourite type of mascara brush. This is not the most full mascara I have ever worn. I have other more affordable mascaras I do prefer, but I would repurchase this. I would. It's a very flirty, fluffy looking mascara. It is super expensive, but it's one of my favourite high-end mascaras. Okay, so last month I mentioned that my lips were kind of dry, and this month it's been okay. Intrigued by this Milk Kush lip glaze metal applicator, and it's one of those lip balm sort of situations. You just pop this all over your lips without even looking. It's so comfortable to wear. The metallic applicator is really nice and cooling on your lips. The product itself is kind of green, hence the Kush, I think. I don't know if they've made it green just to kind of like get you. But there's just something about this that I really enjoy, and it has been in my handbag for the last 3 freaking months. And it hasn't been in my handbag, it's been in my makeup bag because I put this on every freaking morning. Lipsticks. Really strange array of lipsticks. This is the Colourpop Lippie stick in Aquarius. Just like a nice nude, everyday shade. What I will say, when I bought this, I also bought the lipstick in Ariel. They are exactly the freaking same. This is like a cheaper version. This is where I can't be asked to put on foundation or I can't be asked to do eyeshadow. So I'll just do like a matte wing, or I'll just put like mascara on like I have today, and I will do a bold lip. These are the two shades I'm wearing today. This is the L'Oreal Less Chocolates in Box O Chocolates. I previously spoke about their Sweet Tooth, which is a super nude. It's like a super grey nude. If you're not careful, you can look a little bit deadly. I was only going to wear that today, but this just slightly in the inner rim, and this is the Anastasia liquid lipstick in Grim. But yeah, so you can see this one's ever so slightly deeper. This one is super matte, whereas this one stays a little bit sticky. Don't get me wrong, I haven't been wearing this a lot, but considering how long I've had this, I think July 2017, it was one of my first haul videos on my channel. I just wanted to give it a little mention. This is one of the Jeffree Star liquid lipsticks. I didn't even tell you what it was. And it's in Blue Velvet. Look how blue that is. I just really love this shade, and I wanted to give it a shout out. I've worn it a couple of times in the last couple of months, which for something this bold is a lot. Those were a lot of swatches and probably quite a lot of favourites. This video and my favourites. Please leave a like. I would really appreciate it. What was your favourite from this last couple of months? Leave me a comment down below, and I hope to see you all in the next video. Bye!